Galveston Island. Here are the duck tours. Hi, I'm Robb Zipp and you are watching the Robb Zipp Show. Today I'm in Galveston Island. It's a beautiful sunny day. Got my long sleeve Deutschland shirt on, they're playing later. And I'm gonna go on a Galveston Island duck tour. I've never done this, so join us and let's have the most ducky adventures. So as of June 2026, it's $30 per adult plus tax. This is the information. Yeah, there's their website on there too if you're interested in checking it out. Miss Michelle is what we're riding on. I'm on a boat, a duck boat. See, the pleasure pier is right behind us. We're right at 25th and Seawall. Some kids got stuck on one of those rides a couple weeks ago. Across the street, you've got the 5D Theater Shark Attack. Maybe I'll go to that later, I don't know. I'm just having a fun day in Galveston right now.
Galveston Island is 30 miles in length, and this is the only street that runs the entire length of it. This is a barrier island. It's one of... Now, directly ahead of Galveston Landmark, the Pleasure Pier, originally built in the 1940s per year. It's because of our riptide.
A swim-up pool bar.
Please respect the water.
There's like a pool in there, right there. That's a fun gas station.
Now, throughout the day, we have paid parking on the seawall. The paid parking is from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., 7 days a week.
Deck.
When you park the vehicle, make sure you call the number that they have on the sign. City.
It's the gay bar. Bike rentals. And there's the spot. There's 5 bars in one. I was gonna go to the Tiki Bar, which is right, I don't know, over there somewhere.
Now the city, it has a population.
I went to a better Tiki Bar last night.
For a city its size, Galveston has over 12 cemeteries. And many of them are found. Now it's a bit of an eyesore. We understand there's a new owner, but he hasn't done much either. Just following the same cycle of neglect. We'll believe it when we see it. It's in a really prime location, though, right across the street from the old Commodore. But over here on the right, the Guidos, Galveston's oldest restaurant. Since 1911, the Guidos family have come to set the standard for fine dining show on the Texas coast.
There's the Beatles and Pink Floyd. Why are they there?
Storm. It is there to remember the people that perished and survived the deadliest natural disaster to ever strike the United States. And that's the hurricane of 1900. Batteries staring at the sea. Today they have a swimming pool on top of it, but originally it was 12-inch artillery that was once kept there. The gun that they had here can shoot around to was 12-inch inside the restaurant.
Rainforest Adventure River Ride.
You have like a riverboat ride.
Should I take that again? It's been 5 years.
Fire shoots off top waterfalls, the evening and into the night.
One of the few rainforest cafes that are still open.
As we continue the east to the west, they built around the cemeteries, and today it does look kind of strange. But they were here first, and the city built around them. Now, the oldest cemetery in Galveston is the one on Broadway. It's still in use, and we'll definitely tell you about it once you drive the duck out of the water. Welcome to Offats Bayou. As we begin the water party tour, just turned on the propeller. As he walked on board, he stepped over a 24-inch, 85-pound propeller. And that's essentially what's moving us through the water. But as you can see, the water is nice and calm, part of the bay. The opening is up there. Now we're going to continue to go further out, go take a look at the big water, and we'll bring it right back to the range. They're usually out here along the shore. Now this is a designated water that's used for recreation. And most of the time around here people are fishing, boating, swimming, water's for fun. We could eventually make it all the way out to the Gulf. It would take us 2 days to get out there though, so I can't take you that far. We'll go a little bit further though, then we'll have to head back. Find ourselves in the water. Now we left on the beach. We don't go that far. We still have to go downtown. So we're gonna have to head back.
Big pelicans right there.
Now directly ahead of hurricane. And that boat over there, that's a victim of peril. You see, in 2024, we had a Category 1 storm that came over this island. The pelican coming up on the starboard side. He's right there on top of the day marker. It's a really nice example of a brown pelican right there. They were once listed to do that dramatic nosedive when you see a fish swim on top of the water. They usually hang around the fishing boats.
I saw the shrimp right there. It's a Lighthouse Foundation boat. Take tours on that. There's another closed Hooters. Womp womp. What a great location, right on the water. Somebody's gonna buy that up soon. Jamal Bay Park is where our Uncle Mike, when he passed away, he wanted his ashes to be dumped in Galveston. So that's right where we brought him, right here at the Rotary Pavilion. Right over this bridge right here. Rest in peace, Uncle Mike. He got the last laugh on us because the wind was blowing one way and we released his ashes. The wind changed direction. We got covered in his ashes. He was always a jokester. Look at the cute little barbecue. Look at that. Look at that. That's adorable. Oops.
Right side is the Old City Cemetery. Coming up on the right are 7 distinct cemeteries in 2 city blocks. Cemeteries are still in use and they're also listed in the National Registry. But as you go by, you notice a lot of the statuary. It consists of a lot of these old world obelisks, got the vault, family mausoleums. And if you find this interesting, there are people that will meet you out here. And they're all for a walking tour of the cemetery. But during the nighttime storm, the water was so bad over the island that some of the airlock caskets released out of the grave and they started floating around the city. In order to prevent this today, when somebody's laid to rest, coffin must go inside the concrete vault. Now, Miss Willis had the mansion built in Richardsonian Romanesque architectural style. It cost $80,000 to build a home back then. 5 years after she had it built, the nighttime storm hit. Getting it out to Galveston Island fast enough, she ended up selling it to one of her relatives, W.M. As you approach this light, on the left at the corner of 25th and Broadway, it's the Open Gates Mansion. As it comes into view, contrary to the name, it's enclosed privately owned by the University of Texas Medical Branch. The mansion was built in 1889, built by George Seeley. The Seeleys were instrumental in founding the University of Broadway right there. Built 1859. The antebellum mansion was built by James Monroe Brown, named it Ashton after his wife's maiden name. Now you look closely, there's a statue of a man holding a document by the mansion. The statue is there to commemorate the fact that this is where the Proclamation of Emancipation was read for the first time in the 11th state of Texas, read to the balcony of the mansion on June 19, 1865. Well, directly ahead of us, that's the Carnival cruise ship. Yeah, it's the Carnival Breeze.
I went on that in
Let's go
October.
take a look at it. Give that way. As you go by, you notice the cows just hanging out at the milk store as cows do, but if you get a chance to go inside the building, you'll find a wall-stock ice cream parlor. The building originally built as a creamery. To the left is First Lutheran Church built in Texas. Church service done in. Now, before I let you off the duck, we're going to go down the Strand, Harbor Side, and from there we take you right back to Seawall. It's the fourth quarter. And here is coming up.
I think some of my friends were staying there last night.
As it comes into view, you'll find there's a Mardi Gras arch right in front of it. The arch is lit up very nicely in the evening, set up year-round. And it's right across the street from the old hotel.
Zipp e-bikes is right there. Made a video there. I'm gonna come back and make another one.
Modeled after the famous favorite for visitors and locals alike. I'm sure you'll find something of interest around here. Sorry, I can't let you off.
It's the Strands.
But as we go down the Strand, we're gonna pass by an old candy factory. Coming up on the right, it's known as La King's. Our candies, chocolates. If you get a chance to go inside, it's like you're stepping back in time.
That's good.
Until you see the price. But it's really nice, full of nostalgia. It's finest.
Yeah.
But as you go down the Strand, look around, you can definitely see the old charm of Galveston all around you in the form of these old Victorian commercial buildings. Can get pretty lively throughout the day. And
There used to be a pirate exhibit in there. It's closed.
And this will be on the Robb's Expos Fair in New Orleans. After the fair, the Big Easy, they gave the giant coronet to the city. It's to the right. The city. There it is. Tells you about Juneteenth and the Royal Galveston Parade of that. And if you look behind you, there's a powerful image on the building known as the Emancipation Mural. The end of slavery is appeared on the building behind you to the right. Right. Now this is the Carnival Breeze, but on the other side of the breeze, that's where you have the battleship. It's at the shipyard. It's been here for 3 years. Railroad Museum, right to those doors, open daily.
I've been there.
Now as we continue, we're coming upon television right out of that building.
Shark World, everything's $9.99 or less.
Dan rather came outside and showed the viewers how bad the storm was. No one had ever seen this done before. It's quickly picked up by the major news network. First done here September 11th, 1961. Some of you get a better view of Victory. That is the name of the lady that stands on the monument. This was a gift given to the city by a man by the name of Henry Rosenberg. Henry Rosenberg made his fortune in Galveston, but sadly had no children. He left money to the city. But the money he left gets and to restore them back to their original state. If you like this, a city. With the money they left Galveston, they built libraries, built schools, charities. They left the harbor. They've been hitting every light all the way back up to the pleasure.
So we're heading back to the Pleasure Pier, back to where we started. Sorry, it's real windy. Well, that's it for the duck tour. It was fun. It was educational. We got to see a lot of Galveston. The water part was fun. It was kind of bumpy, so I apologize for it being, kind of up and down. But I do recommend it. So if you're down in Galveston and you want a history tour, you want to just sit, it's kind of cool because it's kind of high up the ground, so you can see everything really well. Check out the duck tours. Until next time, cheers.